right, it's time for another beautiful conversation. You know, we always have beautiful conversations on the show. Yes, now we have Dr. Mufti Jokomba, also known as Model PT, an accomplished physical therapist and model with a passion for excellence. Now, she expertly navigates these three or distinct worlds with an unwavering commitment to her well-being of her patients. We're super happy to have you here. How are you doing?
Hello, Edgar. How are you doing?
I don't see you're well. You're good. I can tell. I can tell that you.
I'm flourishing. I'm great.
All right. Now, just before we start off the interview properly, you also wanted to give a shout out to your mom. It's her birthday this month.
Today it's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. I love you, love you,
today?
love you. It's today.
Oh, wow. Usually I would sing, but I don't want to sing. I'll sing, hey, happy birthday.
I'll take it.
Hey, happy. Oh, you want the funky one?
I'll take any version you give her.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Go, mommy. Go, mommy. All right.
Thank you.
We're super happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, we are going to be talking about something interesting, and it's good that you guys, everyone knows at home that she's going to be here a couple of other weeks, and then every week you're coming in to talk about aging properly.
Right.
That is awesome, because in this world that we live in, with the amount of work that we do, people do not focus so much about how they live their life and how they're aging. So I want to ask you, how does age change the way we live? How does aging change the way we live?
Aging is pretty much how we live. For lack of, because it's either you get older or you die. Those are the only two options. And as we get older, we start to notice things, start to move a little slower. You probably notice, like, now people in their 30s, oh, I can't go up the stairs anymore like I used to. My knees are hurting. This is happening. Yeah. So the older we get, our body, for lack of a better word, it's not how we get wrinkles on our face. We get wrinkles on our insides as well. And that's what will cause, like, back pain, knee pain, all those things that you just start to notice as you get older. Not because maybe they weren't there before. They probably were, but you were young and you have all this energy. You don't notice it.
So usually when I visit the gym sometimes, I don't like saying I go to the gym. I just visit. It's a visit. I just
every
check
once in a while.
Yeah, and when I see some people and I'm just having a conversation, I ask, so sorry, excuse me, how old are you?
Right.
You hear, oh, I am 50 something, I am 60, but they don't look or sound or behave or move that way. Absolutely. They look way younger. They look stronger. They look, fresher to some certain level. Now, I understand that this has to also do with their aging and how they've taken their body over time. As an experienced person here, would you say that is the right way to go about the body? Is that right aging?
I don't think there's a right aging. It's just more so there are things that you should be doing to help your aging. Okay,
so tell us those things.
So, general aspects of aging, mobility and fitness. How well can you move 10 years from now compared to now? And there are things like your nutrition. What are you eating? How are your joints moving properly? Because the food that you eat also affects how well you move or not. Your digestion and things just like helping you avoid like cancers and all the kind of things that affect us as we get older. Sure. Then there's the aesthetic aspect of things, where it's your skincare. Are you using sunscreen? Are you doing like drinking enough water? So all these aspects, they kind of come together and they combine to help us age the way we're going to choose to age. So people in the gym, they look better.
Let's start with fitness, and then we just take it from there.
Okay.
Now, I am trying to think about those people who cannot afford a gym membership, or they don't have the money to buy the dumbbells and everything. What are some basic exercises that we can just have in our houses or on the way to the office, somewhere around, that wouldn't cost so much, that I can start doing to age better?
Beautiful question.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't even like gyms. I just signed up for the gym for the first time. But that's because I'm just trying to gain a little bit of weight.
I went to the gym one time to work out. Did not work out.
Did not work
I walked out of the gym.
Hey, good.
It's not for me.
It's not for everyone, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
I have a series called Move with Mufti, where there are exercises and stretches you can do literally anywhere. You could do it right now as you're sitting in this chair.
What can I do right now?
Hey.
So tell me, I need to try something. What can I do right now without standing?
Without moving from that chair. We can do something simple like head circles. So it's when you're just turning your head. But it's more so how you do it. What are you doing? I didn't tell him to do that.
All right. But it's like
the intentionality, right? Not just doing it to do it, because we kind of do things already without even realizing. You walk in from X point 1 to point 2. That's a form of mobility. But it's the intention behind it. You just walk in and just lackadaisical, or you being like active, okay, I'm trying to get a workout out of
Yeah,
it.
so sometimes it's always nice to take the stairs instead of just using the lift, right?
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about nutrition.
Okay.
Now, I know the things that over the years, I've heard the things that we should be eating, but I want to know the things we shouldn't be eating. What are the things we should not be eating that would really affect our health and our age over time?
My mom might get a little angry at me for this.
You already wished her happy birthday.
I did.
She would not wish. She would not feel bad. You already said happy birthday, mom. I mean,
But
that should pass.
she's a Yoruba woman, and the thing I'm about to say is going to hit the Yoruba
Say
people.
it.
Our
Say it.
fried stews.
Yay.
And it tastes delicious with the oils and everything.
Hey.
I love it, but you probably shouldn't be doing that as much as you would think.
Okay.
And then there are things
But
that...
why? I mean, stew is, I don't know.
Stew is not the problem. It's never the what, it's usually about the how. So if you're going to cook stew in gallons of red oil and vegetable oil and have it simmering and like all that, all the things and the tomatoes, first they've lost all their nutritional value with all that frying that you put them through.
True.
And then you're not
Reduce the frying, guys. Let's reduce the frying.
Please.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when you consume it, all those things that clog your arteries, that's what can lead to like heart attack or just like heart diseases. You're getting older and you're aging. So those are things that you want to be a little bit more aware of and cutting back on. Very simple things. Just use a little less.
All right, cool. Now, another question I really want to talk about with aging is the myth that you've probably heard about aging. Now, there is this one I know or I heard, and I want you to just confirm if it's true or not. People say that when you stay alone, most of the time you age faster. When you stay alone, you age faster. How true is that?
So if you're going to use science to kind of look into that, it's tapping more into like the psychology of things. Because as humans, we're made for a human connection. We're social creatures by nature. When you are alone, there are a lot of things that might be going through your head that might be mentally affecting you that you might not even be aware of.
Cool.
That without having interaction with someone else, you won't really.
All right, so please, you define this for me. What is the difference between being alone and being lonely?
Ooh, that's a deep question.
Yeah, I want to know what's the difference between being alone
I got
and
you.
being lonely. So some people tell you, you know, there was a time when I was with a friend and we're in the house together and this guy was there with us.
Okay.
And after we had like, we had those guys hang out and all. When we were done, he told me something. He said, Edgar, there are like 5 people in the room, but I felt I was alone. I felt lonely. So I'm like, okay, what's the difference between lonely and being alone?
There's definitely a difference. I think that's where we start to tap more into the mental aspect of health. Because it's all about your mindset. You could be in a room full of people, but if you don't feel connected to those people, if you feel like you're just having surface level conversations, you guys are only talking about anything that matters in life, then you can feel lonely. Or you could be in a room of people and nobody's talking to you. And so things like that can come into the lonely aspect. As opposed to when you're alone. I love being alone.
You like your space.
You know, I like myself. That doesn't mean I'm lonely because I still have interactions with people. I can still tap in and out of like my mental space as I need to.
I think for me, just give me food. If you like, lock me in a room. If there is food, there is chicken, there is rice.
Yeah, okay.
And then there is music. Oh, I
Music.
enjoy listening to music. I think it helps. 'Cause you know, sometimes music really helps in different ways. For example, I have a playlist whenever I'm feeling really sad that I listen to, not to lift me up from sadness.
To help you really
just to
feel the sadness.
just to feel the sadness.
And that's okay. Sometimes you need to feel the sadness. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like
Does it affect the health or the age of
I think it's
how we
actually
age?
good for your health. When you actually accept your emotions and you let yourself sit in whatever it is that you're feeling in the moment. I think that's what the girls are kind of getting on you about a little bit earlier.
Don't
I'm
mind
sorry.
them, please. Don't mind
I have
them.
to
Don't mind
bring
the
it up.
ladies. Don't mind the ladies.
It's okay. Sometimes when you're sad, be sad. Listen to the song that'll make you a little bit sadder and be in that moment. And if some tears
But not for too
come
long,
out,
though. Not for too long.
not for too long. And that's the thing. When you allow yourself to be in that, it's easier for you to come out of it, as opposed to trying to fight it, and then all of a sudden you just find yourself like in this sad hole and you don't even know what to do with yourself because you haven't allowed yourself to feel the emotions that you need to feel.
What is one thing people do not know about aging properly? If there is one thing you feel people don't know about aging properly, what would you say that is?
It is that you have a lot more control than you think you do. And I feel like people think, oh, like when we get older, these things just happen. There's nothing we can
Yeah.
hands up in the air. No, you actually have a lot more power than you think you do. Because your daily actions, your daily habits is what will eventually compound to where you are in the next 20, 30 years. So what are you doing now to help yourself become a better older person?
All right. Now, and another thing is, I want to know your perspective on this.
Okay.
Sometimes when I'm talking to some ladies, you know, and we're trying to play the game, guess my age, guess my age game. You probably look at a lady and you say, how old do you think I am? And I don't know why, but women often look younger than their actual age.
I mean,
And is that because they are living right? Or is it just because they were created that way? You look at a lady and you're like, let me guess, you are 25? She's like, no, I'm 42. Oh, you say 25, I'm 42, excuse me?
and you should keep it like that, exactly.
Yeah, you know, but I don't know, women just have this tendency to look younger. Is it because they're living better than the men?
You could say that. I feel like it kind of depends on the woman, the individual.
Because for men, if they're old, you just know. Like,
They
for
would
example,
know.
only a few men who you would look at
Well,
and
that's
say,
because like men don't really pay as much attention to things like women do,
all right.
especially like in this new day and age of skincare routines and all these things. Like women would pay more attention.
do they help? Do they really help?
Absolutely. What do you mean?
I mean, just because I'm using face wash and face
What?
cream, would that make me look
Yes,
younger?
you will glow. Your skin will look healthier. You will feel better. 100%. We
All
need
right.
to get him a
All right.
skincare routine.
Yes, please, you guys. If you really love, like, this is the month of men. Please, let's get some skincare routine.
Please.
But let me just finally ask this. All right, give your advice. I want you to give an advice
Okay.
to the young men out there to do, because it's the men's month. Okay?
Okay.
Now I want you to advise men on about five different steps to live a better life, to
Okay.
age better. What are the things you would say if you had to give your advice? Top 5 steps to live a
This
better
is
life.
just for men.
Yeah, just for men. Just for
Okay.
men. Just for
I
men.
could do that.
I'm doing this for the men. I'm doing this for the men.
Number one,
Yeah.
I would say take it easy. Men,
Take it easy. Yeah, go ahead.
pace yourself. We live in a world where like men live under such immense pressure for anything. They have to be the providers. They have to do this. They have to do that. And that really, really plays into why men do look older than their age, because they're going through all this stress. They're trying to do this and do that. Take a breath. Life is very long.
Oh, I love that.
You
People
know?
always say life is short, but life is very long.
If you really think about it in perspective, life
Life
is a long
time.
So pace yourself.
All right,
That's
2.
number one. Number 2, take better care of yourself. Take a self-care day. Now, I know not everyone can probably afford to do things at a certain level, but
Yeah.
self-care to you doesn't have to be the same thing as to other people.
True.
Self-care can be the day that you decide to just sit in front of the TV and watch TVC all day.
Yes. Watch Edgar all day.
All day. And that
All
can
right.
be your self-care, and that's perfectly fine.
Okay, 3.
Number 3, drink more water. This is for everybody, but
Yeah.
men especially. Your testosterone levels, your prostate, like all your
Drink
chemical
water.
levels, please drink
All
more
right.
water.
And then 4.
Listen to your, I won't say your wives, but the women in your lives.
You just have to bring a woman into this. You just have to bring a woman
If
into
you were
this.
asking me for women to tell, brought
No,
the
it's
men
fine.
into
It's fine. It's fine. No, number 5.
Listen to them, because most of the time they're telling you what is probably better for you, even
All
though
right.
you might not want to hear it.
All right. Then number 5.
Number 5, smile more.
Wow, smile. That's
Especially Nigerian men. I'm sorry to say
no.
it.
I totally agree. I
Smile
totally
more.
agree. I feel like smiling is actually very important.
It is.
All right, just before we move to the kitchen, because we have to go to the kitchen right now. Thank you so much. But I would like to see your biggest smile. I want to see your biggest smile.
I feel like I've
Come-
been smiling this whole time.
No, we just want to see, like, you have to freeze the frame for
Oh, wow.
some seconds.
Okay, where's my camera?
5,
So I can know.
4, just look there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, that's nice. Let me do mine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
All right. It's time for us to go to the kitchen.
you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're super
Absolutely.
grateful. We can't wait to see you again next week and then continue the conversation.